you're the nigga. Because to him, you're the nigga. You know what I'm saying? To
That's
him,
right.
you're the nigga. You don't know what's going on. Is this on?
It is. It is.
Yo, literally every show
That's
starts
right.
starts
Start
the
up.
same way.
That's
Is this
it.
on?
It's right there. You know what I'm saying? We good.
Yeah, we back. We here. We name dropping episode 5 on your
Fucking strong as hell too. Like
on your non-name dropped ass.
you ain't a VIP, but we all very important people.
Yes. Okay, you got the content set up.
Oh, do I have a
Yeah.
content set up?
Yeah.
No. No, I don't.
All right, that's fine.
I don't have new content.
While you're
set up.
doing that, I'm going to just keep talking splish to them
Oh yes.
and tell
please.
them, hey, you know,
Definitely.
um,
Shit, because today.
that we're the pre-warning to the warning. By the time you get the warning, it'll be too late.
Yeah.
Right now, you have a chance.
Because you done fucked up.
You done fucked up, or at least your parents did.
Somebody
And
in your.
Somebody in your
lineage.
line, right? In your lineage, in your line, in your circle, did by not telling you what we're telling you today,
Yes.
which is get your shit together
Yes.
for yourself. Stop trying to be a functioning or efficient part of this whole society structure. Because, like we always say, it don't matter. They want you to play a role. They want you to play a certain role.
Yup.
They want you to play a role that is dependent upon the whole of this society. But you should only play roles as dependent on your circle.
Exactly.
Because that's how you're gonna see the instant results. You know what I'm saying? Like instant gratification for what you do
You gotta work together. You know?
with your circle. Again, that's the key part. Work together with your circle. Work together with your team. Work together with your people.
Because those are the people that know or should know you at the very least. You know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't be working with you because you don't have a common goal or something like that. I mean, you should obviously have a common goal. Listen, people, I have been doing a lot of the Corona Extra. So today is going to be one of those shows where, yes, you should work together. Yes, you should know what's happening with your team, but you should also know what's happening with the regime. You know what I mean? The people who are
I like that.
who are not who you don't have contacts with, and that's pretty cool because that's actually a really good segue into this video that I found. It's literally about a whole bunch of conspiracy theories,
Okay.
and we can go. I don't want to go through each one because it's obviously 20 minutes long, but there's definitely conspiracy theories that we've been talking about. You know, revolving around all of the topics we've been speaking about, and if you guys have been paying
Yeah.
attention, then this shit should make sense to you.
Right. It's episode 5. So at this point, we don't have to reiterate what we're talking about. You should just be able to grasp onto what he's about to play right now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, exactly.
What he's about to play
Yep.
in about 30 seconds or less.
Exactly.
Or less.
Conspiracy theory
There you go.
100% believe and why. Disney's Frozen is only titled like that, so when you Google Disney Frozen, the movie comes up instead of conspiracy theories.
All right.
All right, that's already crazy.
Let's just
because
talk
that's
about
a
that
pun.
one.
That's a play on words. Disney's Frozen. All right, you could look at that as Disney's Frozen, as in Disney's possessive noun, Frozen, which is Frozen belonging to Disney. But
Mhm.
we can also look at it as a conjunctive word, which is Disney's Frozen, which means Disney is frozen.
See,
So, and that's what I always, yo,
see what I'm saying?
we already getting deep in it, because that's what I always tell you. Like the English language is one of the most cursed languages on the planet,
Thank
because once we learned other languages, i.e., Latin, i.e., Spanish, i.e., Japanese, i.e., Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
we learned that the possessive noun is not the same as the conjunctive noun. But in English, it is the same. So you could play games, you could manipulate as much as you want
You can speak in tongues all day,
all day with English language.
and they do that, and it's just so crazy because literally everything we've talked about from zero pilot episode 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 up until now, we've been telling y'all that they've been playing on your intelligence. They teach you one way.
Mm-hmm.
This is a possessive, blah blah blah. This is what this means. But then, what about those? What about those things? They're not tongue twisters, but they're like what was that thing when you were younger, and they'd be like, "Oh, hold your tongue and say apple." You know what I'm saying? And you'd be like, "Asshole," and you'd be like, "Oh my god, that's an asshole! Oh my god!" Or the more famous one, I cup, right? Oh, spell I cup. ICUP. You see what I'm saying? So this is literally the same shit.
Right, exactly. And if you grew up in the early 2000s, you'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, don't you mean the early 90s? Suck my dick, bro. I'm said the early 2000s. That's what the fuck I said.
Right, so just go back to that time period and fucking relax and pay attention.
Millennial shit.
You know, it's all there. And like that wasn't even like that wasn't even what they said. We broke it down into for you to understand. Like they said Disney's Frozen was only named that. So when you looked up Disney's Frozen, you wouldn't get conspiracy theories.
Right.
So what does that really mean to you guys? I mean, I'd hope it means a lot because we've been here for 5 episodes now. And Disney's Frozen would mean that Walt Disney
is
frozen.
And check it out.
Check out this wish.
How many Disney movies have come out since Frozen?
Right. Can you know what I mean? It's getting to the point where now we're just like, listen, like if you're not reading to comprehend, then you're reading to memorize, which is not okay. Because all the stuff that they tell you to memorize is real shit that's really happening. Like Disney's Frozen, listen. Why would that even be a conspiracy theory in the first place? Have you Googled Disney's Frozen and what comes up? The movie. But if you Google that on DuckDuckGo, where the shit makes sense, then you'll see, oh, Walt Disney's body was frozen, or fucking, I just said it, Walt Disney's frozen. Walt Disney is frozen. Walt Disney's frozen. Body, whatever you want to say, however you want to say it, it's right there. Like, these are just like, these are just quote unquote conspiracy theories, but these are things that actually go on where people are really thinking about what's happening, and like we're trying to tell you there's more to it than meets the eye. What is it? Robots in disguise. Oh, Transformers. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's right there. Like, everything transforms into whatever it's supposed to really be. Like, just because they put the words or they put the sentences together doesn't mean that's what it really is. Like, how many fucking words do you... Alright. Yeah, it was night. Oh, K-N-I-G-H-T, N-I-G-H-T, fucking, how many different words mean the same thing? Like,
right.
Let's just talk, you know, I don't even want to, I want y'all to think about it. I don't want to talk about it. I want y'all to think about it.
I want you to think about things like weekend.
Right.
Morning.
Right.
And so on and so forth. How many, what's the words,
Similar.
Similes? But what's the, not? No, it's not similes though. It's not similes. Homophones.
Ah, yes. That's gotta be
homophones.
Yep.
Where the words that sound the same but have different meanings.
Yep. Just like
that,
two. Just want to give y'all an example if y'all don't know what we're talking about, but there you go.
Right. English language is so cursed because of homophones. You know, and I'm speaking this from a not a point of ignorance. We're speaking this from a point of we learned other languages, so we're trying to put you all on game. To be honest, that most other languages don't have a thing called homophones or homonyms, where
That's
we're
it.
just like words mean the same or sound the same. Like what? Nah, none of that is happening in most other languages. You know what I'm saying? They have this word or this phrase means this particular thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. It's not no confusion about it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that happens, and a lot of our structure of our mentality, our sociology is based off of homonyms, where we're like understanding like a weekend means Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But you could also break that down as a weekend, as in that's a weekend, weakest link, weak time, weak
Mm-hmm.
period. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not as strong. You're not going to get the best results out of that. That's what that means. And then when you look at it, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, especially Friday, Saturday,
Oh yeah.
you're not getting the best results out of that because what are you doing? You're drinking, you're smoking, you're chilling, you're unwinding from the work week. You know what I mean? You're breaking free from that. Even though, and a lot of us will be sinning, but that's another topic. And I'm not trying to shove this type of stuff down your throat, but a lot of us be sinning because that's the Sabbath. That's when we supposed to be.
Chilling.
You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be chilling and observing certain things, which we do not do. We choose to drink and chill and get females or get males. You know what I'm saying? To bed with us and chill with us and all that.
Sunday fun day. You
You
know what I'm
know,
saying? Saturday night we go out to the club. Friday you can't wait to get out of work so you can go pregame or do whatever or whatever. Like and again and again and again and again. Do not take this as me speaking like I'm better than. Bro, I'm indulging right now. You know what I'm saying? So
yo, that's the craziest part. Is that we're doing this podcast despite that, because check it out, we're in the times. I'm not trying to live like I'm back in the BC. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to live. I'm not trying to portray that that's what we're doing. But I have to. I feel obligated. I feel spiritually obligated to let you know that that's what's happening. Though that's what's occurring. That we are acting this. What you're hearing right now is in despite of that. But the word despite also is implying that I'm also participating in that.
right. And we're trying to tell you like don't get us wrong. We have been also a part of this shit that you're a part of. But we're talking about it because we need to talk about it because the more people that talk about it, the more we can help each other get off of this shit. The more we can come together as a whole human consciousness, because that's what it is. We are actually all one consciousness and we've been separated into each individual being, right? Human being. Fuck the human part. We're all beings. We're all sentient. We all got our minds. We all got everything. Animals, flowers, whatever. It's a living being. It's got something. So now we need to come together and be together so we can overcome the shit that's happening to us. Because everything that's happening is an attack on consciousness. And if we're all part of the same thing, it's an attack on all of us. I hope that makes sense because it clicked to me the other day. Like, if we're not all coming together, we're not going to get anywhere because half the human consciousness is trying to make money, trying to get this, get that. The other half of human consciousness is trying to fix itself, be better, eliminate the waste, eliminate the bad shit. But we can't do that if we're both separated. And now when we're separated, we think about left and right brained. Is it left and right brained, or is it you guys are thinking this way and you're thinking that way? We're not on the same page. So it becomes something way different or way bigger than all of us because it takes all of us to become the bigger thing. If that makes sense, I hope it does because click to me again. And a lot of the time we can't fix it because a lot of us still believe in the other way. A lot of us still believe that, drinking and this and that is gonna be the best way to satisfy what we need. Whereas the other side is, well, we need to become together as people. We need to come together as, a collective community because we all need to work towards the same goal. If half of us working towards the same goal and the other half is working towards other shit, we're never gonna become a whole consciousness.
Yo, it's crazy you saying this because when you break it down, it really is just, and I don't know how to say this other than what I'm about to say, but it really is just the universe, or, well, I'm gonna say universe, but don't take it to heart as your definition. But we're really all just the universe experiencing itself. So
Exactly.
now,
Thank you.
when you put it in that perspective, you understand that, hey, like, my actions could also be detrimental to that main purpose. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We should all keep each other in mind. We should all keep each other, like, in a certain perspective where we're all meeting from different points.
Right.
We're all
Right.
meeting from, you know what I'm saying? Every time I meet somebody, I'm like, you came here, you have your whole story. You know what I mean? I came here, I have my whole story.
Yep.
That don't mean we's meeting by accident. Like, we're literally here for a reason. You know what I mean? Where we're trying to gain, or the universe is trying to gain something out of each other. Like, we're trying to gain
Yes.
something out of it.
I was just about to
Not
say that.
it's not like a play. It's not no play. It's not no play.
No play
All
out
right.
here.
You watching me on the gram. It ain't no play. Look at my eyes. You see I'm staring at you right in the
Right.
camera.
And if you're watching this man on the camera, then you should understand. Then you should understand that the conscious is looking back at you. You should understand that this man is talking to you as himself to be like, yo, get it together. Just like in our mind, think about it. When you get drunk, in your mind, I don't care what anybody says, bro. Like, yeah, everybody's had this conversation. You get in your mind, you get drunk, you're drinking, and you're like, oh shit. And you're in your mind now. Maybe we should stop drinking right now. And I go, what? Yo, honestly, we should really cut down because if we don't, this is gonna happen. And that happens inside our head, So take that same type of mentality and just apply it to everybody around you. It's gonna be hard, but if you can be like, I'm trying to spread light, love, positivity, and bring the consciousness to a higher level, then the people around you, or whoever is around you, or whatever is around you, should gravitate towards you. Just like if you're drinking and you're smoking and you're doing whatever, you're gonna grab those people. You're gonna grab the other people that, you know what I mean? Like, you go where your, I don't know. You go where your consciousness brings you, I guess, because your subconscious runs your life.
Mm-hmm.
You can actively think, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but subconsciously you're going to end up in a place where you need to be. And it gets rough and it gets ridiculous and it gets confusing because nobody understands what's really happening. But if we're trying to pull our consciousness together and we're all doing the same thing, or we're around the same people doing the same shit, you'll see what I'm talking about. It just works that way, because then you'll get further when you're surrounded by like-minded people, because that's the consciousness you're trying to convey, or you're trying to put out there, or you're trying to be a part of. And those people will gravitate towards you, and you'll be able to build that consciousness to build the backing to tell other people or show other people, like, hey, this is what we need to do as a community so we can come together and prosper as everything.
Right. And that's I feel like a lot of people don't give themselves credit when they acknowledge that what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? They don't acknowledge that concept. They don't acknowledge that consciousness. They think that they're giving in, but no, you're not giving in a sense of how we were taught what giving in means. You're giving in as in giving into a pathway for the other participants in the consciousness to access now.
Right.
So now you are now opening the door for everybody else that's here. You know what I'm saying? So now the people that's here, we're looking at it
Oh.
like,
Sorry. Good.
oh, you seen this as purple? I was looking at this as brown or yellow or some shit the whole
Exactly.
time. Now, you just walked over, you said, nah, this is some purple shit. All right, well, then, now I know people looking at this as purple. I'm going to act accordingly because I have my previous knowledge of purple niggas, how they look at things. So now you're telling me that you're seeing this as purple. Okay, I'm gonna give that respect to purple. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? So
Because you're acknowledging.
exactly, and
Everybody.
I wouldn't acknowledge without your input.
Right.
You know, so it's
right.
everybody has a purpose in the whole thing. It's really about you putting your ego aside, you putting your narcissism aside to be like, yo, I'm not the best. I'm not the know-it-all. I'm not the top dog. We together create the top dog.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. 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 And that is where the people who are elites are attacking us. Because if everybody had that same mindset where we're all part of the same thing and we're not doing Satanism where we gotta step on the next person or dog eat dog world or whatever, and everybody's coming together to be like, yo, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I get that. Cool. So let's build something now. Let's build a life where you're implementing your way, we're implementing my way, we're implementing this way, because everything is separated consciousness, and every being or every sentient or whatever you want to say, just like yourself, has experienced life in a different way. You experience life in a different way so you can see it from all angles, so you can come together and build the best life possible. And that's what it's always supposed to be, has always been about. If you really go and look at it from the beginning of time, you can even start with the whole bullshit story of Adam and Eve. Okay, so Adam and Eve and the snake, right? And God. God said, da da da, don't do this shit, blah blah blah. We don't know the story, right? Adam was like, I hear you, my nigga. Eve was like, okay, fine. Because, you know, she already had some thoughts about the bullshit before. Because how else she gonna be easily turned by some nigga talking about, bite the apple. You're right. Okay, so anyway, so then we got the snake. The snake is like, yo, fuck all this bullshit. Because I'm not part of the consciousness that you guys are a part of. I am representative of an entity. I don't want to say demon, but maybe the demon. And God is the representative of the entity of maybe good. You know what I'm saying? So you always got the good and evil aspect. So Adam and Eve split. One was good, one was evil, right? Or one was good and one was thinking one way and one was thinking left, one was thinking right. Whatever you want to say, whatever separation you want to put, they were separated. The consciousness was separated. That's why it was so easy for the snake to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? What's good? You know what I'm saying? What's good? You know what I'm saying? We gonna eat the apple. And she was like, okay, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna do it. Because you're curious, because you weren't together with the consciousness of the people on the planet. If you were consciousness with everybody, you were equal with everybody else on the planet, they shouldn't be able to sway your movements. Because you know what's going to happen on the other side. You know what you're sticking with. You know what's good. You know what's bad. You know what's going to be good for the group, what's going to be bad for the group. She wasn't worried about what was good for the group, what was bad for the group. She was worried about her mind was split anyways. Or whatever. I could be wrong. Y'all could jump on it, whatever. I wish y'all would jump on this shit so I can know what the fuck is different. But that's how I'm seeing it. Just like today. Motherfuckers, well, we gotta be consumers. Well, we gotta fucking grow our own food. Well, we gotta fucking make sure this person goes to jail. Well, this person deserves a second chance. Like, it happens all the time. Niggas ain't on the same page.
Yeah, the concept of duality,
Yes.
you know, prescribes us to be this way, to be like this and that, always choosing a side, tribalism 24/7. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. It's cool as in the sense of it's understandable how we come to these points all the time. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you acknowledge the concept or acknowledge the existence of a thing called duality, you can now operate in the singularity where you're like, oh, I can see why this person did this or this person did that.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and
Exactly.
that's where I tend to operate from, because at the end of the day, we all have free will. We all have the opportunity to choose a side. You know, and even if I do choose a side, even if you happen to catch me choosing a side, don't. I wouldn't put all your eggs in that basket under, to think that you understand who I am, because I'm already telling you that I'm operating in a singularity. So I'm not. I operate in a singularity, but I'm not claiming myself to be God or be a God or be on a God level. I am totally humble to understand that I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm just speaking from what I know and where I'm at.
Exactly. I don't know
Meet
shit.
me where I'm at first before you assume what I
Yeah.
am.
I don't know
You know?
shit. I don't know shit but what I've been through.
Period. So
That's it.
so you know, we as a society here in the Western civilization style, we tend to gravitate towards the fact that what you choose is what you are.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a detriment to our growth and our progress as a society.
Exactly.
Because now we're sitting here categorizing each other, saying that you're this because you said this one thing. Like, it really be based off of one thing, too. Like, it really be based off of one thing. And it's like, my nigga, like, me as a human, I know that I'm dynamic.
Mm-hmm.
Just me being dynamic off of my own self, I have to give credit to give credit to the possibility that another person could be as dynamic, if not more, than me. You know?
Yep.
So, y'all gotta really, if you're watching me right now, or if you listen to me right now, listen to us right now, watching us right now, you really have to give more credit to your fellow human beings. Stop being so judgmental, prejudiced, racist, and other ists.
All the ists.
Don't be a ist.
Right.
Because I'm gonna ist you into the trash can. I'm gonna throw you a trashist to me if you a ist.
Exactly. Garbage ist.
You know
You know what I'm saying?
what I'm saying? Non-recyclable ist.
I can throw ist on anything.
You know, don't
But-
want to be that.
And all those ists, anyways, be holding each other back, holding everybody back, holding everybody back. Racist, right? Oh, we don't like you because you're black. Okay, but black people fucking been out here creating, inventing, and finding out new ways to do mad shit. But you're gonna be racist, so you're gonna exclude the whole black race. So you ain't gonna get nowhere. Fucking feminist, right? Oh, we don't like you guys don't like women. All right, cool. Y'all don't like women, so women are actually way more poised to take care of shit than a nigga is. You know what I'm saying? But y'all,
feminist, you love women. You love women. If you're feminist, you actually are on the side of women. But
well, what then? What? Okay, then what? Then what's the ist? Is it misogynist?
Yes.
Sorry guys. Feminist, I fuck with women. Misogynist, don't like women. I love massages, so I'm not misogynist. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get everybody to understand, like, all the ists. You see how confusing it gets already? Cause you gotta be like, oh, this word means this word means that, this word means this. But if you were just like, I fuck with you, I support this woman, I support this, support that, I fuck with this, I love everything, I'm about peace, and that's gonna bring me peace, gonna bring me peace, love, abundance, and ashe. So what the fuck are we doing? Why are we keeping separating it? Why are we separating fucking...
Yo, and that's
Shit.
how it's funny you break it down like that, because when it's broken down like that, it's really the psychologists. You see that? It's the psychologists playing the psychology game on us.
Mic drop.
Putting together all these terms, all these categories, all these classifications upon us in which to judge each other on now. So now you're saying, oh, I'm this. Somebody who's receiving that information is going to be like, okay, I'm going to look in the dictionary, right? And they're
Mhm.
going to go, oh, this means XYZ, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what that means. So now you're this thing. And I'm
Right,
like, yo,
right. Shit, we hope
peace,
they.
peace, peace, truth, peace. I love you, man.
I
I
was like,
love you. I love you so much.
we hope they do that shit because motherfuckers don't even do research on their own no more. They will take this shit. Oh, you said you're atheist? You don't believe in God? Oh, you're not this, and you can't be this person, and we don't fuck with you, and we don't. But atheist just means that they don't believe in God, right?
Right.
So they might not believe in what you think is God, but you're not even gonna break it down like that. You're just gonna be like, oh, you don't believe in God, so that's it.
And you're not going to give them the chance to break it
To
down
even-
how what they
Ex-
are trying to
thank
say
you.
to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Like,
you.
no, yo,
Thank you.
it's the arrogance, it's the hubris, it's the narcissism, the ego, where
The
people
narcissist.
are really the ists are crazy.
It is.
It's the combination of these things where we're seeing where we're trying to subjugate people into categories. That's the part that gets me crazy. Compartmentalization. You know what I'm saying? Where we put everybody into the compartments. Like, oh, well, since you said this, you are now that. Like, nah. What did I just say? Dynamicism. I'm dynamic. So if you feel you are also dynamic, you have to give credence or give credit to the fact that other people can be as dynamic, if not more dynamic than you.
Because just like you have a brain to be like, oh, this doesn't sound right to me because of this little bit right here. Just same way somebody else is gonna be like, well, I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but I can't fuck with this part. But you gonna get here, you gonna feel some type of way, or you're gonna feel something else other than freaking communication, or something else other than you're gonna feel an emotion, and you're gonna feel that this person's attacking you when it's literally just like, listen, you have your thoughts. What's so hard about that? You have your thoughts and you have your beliefs and your things that come with that. Why is it so hard for somebody else to have? Why is it so hard for you to believe that somebody else has those same type of actions and reactions that you had? You're also a human being, or a being, or a sentient being, or somebody who's thinking and has the same type of emotions and duality and feelings as this other person.
I feel like a lot of people suffer from that because of their base. Like, everybody's basing everything off of their base, and it's not. First of all, your actions, your thoughts are not based off your base. Your base is your base, and then you have thoughts and reactions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your base is based off of your materials, your foundation, your substance that comes from before you had a consciousness, before you had your own consciousness. I mean, before you had your own thoughts, before you had your own whatever related to that type of thought. So then, once you extend or progress from your base, now you also have. Sorry to everybody because on my gram, but I'm just holding my phone regular. So if you see me floating all around this or whatever,
Yeah, that's right. Be listening.
if once you extend or progress from your base, you have to understand that that's your doing. That's your attempt to grasp what's happening around you. That's your self-awareness. Doesn't mean that's awareness, it's just self-awareness.
For you.
You know what I'm saying? That's not the same for everybody else. But if you operate in the realm where we're talking about, it can help you, it can assist you in understanding your fellow human, your fellow entity next to you, because they are experiencing reality with you. We're all parallel universes trying to coexist. You know what I'm saying? So once you get to a certain point where you're like, yo, y'all. Once you get to this point, I'm gonna tell you a specific point. You might not get to this point, but I'm gonna tell you a specific one where a lot of people get to. You get to a point you're like, yo, ain't nobody know what the fuck's going on. Or nobody's talking. I mean, nobody know what they talking about. That's where you actually want to be, because when you're saying that to yourself, it should something within you should click and be like, just the fact that nobody knows what they're talking about means that we're all puzzle pieces.
Right. Because if you don't know what it means, then everybody should be talking to figure out what the fuck it's supposed to mean.
Yes, that gives power to the fact that, yo, we need to connect. We need to be together.
That's what I'm saying. And it's so crazy because like a lot of the people who are in charge benefit off of us not being together. Do you understand that? I don't know where we're at right now as a whole group of people, but your generation of people say, do they even talk to the great grandparents anymore? Do people even talk to grandparents anymore? Do people, oh, you guys are just so old, we gotta put you in a home? I mean, it's not like everybody that's like that, but imagine if everybody wasn't trying to put people in a home, or everybody wasn't trying to live that life that is put on us by the motherfuckers that don't want us to succeed. Like, think about it. Why are we putting motherfuckers in a home? What's a home? I gotta pay for that. Oh, they can make money off of that. Okay, cool. But if we put them in a home, then what happens to that person? That person starts to deteriorate. That person starts to be like, yo, my life ain't worth it. I'm not worth it. Da da da. My family don't fuck with me no more. This, that, and the third.
Right. That person becomes disconnected from.
Yes.
Or not even that person. Actually, it's you. You become disconnected from that truth. You become disconnected from that past, that history, that knowledge.
You miss out on so much information because, again, we only know what the fuck we lived through. I don't know what the fuck the president's talking about. I don't know motherfucking president. I don't know Democrats. I don't know the government. I don't know the governor. I don't know the state of representatives. I don't know the motherfucking what's after that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's after that. I know motherfucker who lives next to me. I know the motherfucker who I'm working with. I know the basic, or the, I guess you could say you're not even 6 degree, but you're 6 inches away from, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the people who are right next to you, and even those people right there are enough for you to do what you need to do, because the more people you have, the more consciousness that comes together to build what everybody needs. And the more we separate, the more we gotta do we gotta go to Target, we gotta go to Walmart, we gotta go to fucking Stop and Shop and get our fruits, we gotta go to this motherfucking market basket to get our vegetables. But we could do that shit on our own. We can grow our own shit. Yo, come over to my fucking shit, come over to my onion garden, and we'll trade some onions for your carrots, and you can take those carrots and you could trade down the street to my man's got the lettuce, and the niggas got the lettuce on the other side. You could transfer for some motherfucking squash or whatever. But we don't do that. We do that amongst the shops, the Stop and Shop, the Walmarts, the Targets, the whatever other fucking supermarkets that we got. We are the supermarkets. Just like they can grow this shit, we can grow this shit. Just like they fucking make some shit, we can make the same shit. Why are we putting our lives, our dependency, our whatever into other people who are poisoning our veggies, our fruits, and everything? Like, why? Why does that matter? Why don't we just do it ourselves? That's how this shit started in the first place.
And a lot of that has to do with just the fact that so many of us, or so many of our ancestors, chose complacency over work, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We chose convenience over work. We chose convenience over self-sustainability. We chose convenience over oral traditions of passing down the words, you know? A lot. That's why I make a concerted effort to learn so much and connect with so many people, because you guys have knowledge of things that I have come to understand that are simple things that we should actually all know, you know, and I realize that I'm also a piece of that puzzle, because I know certain things that are simple that they should also know. shame on the people that charge or tax niggas for for this simple information that we should all actually already know.
Right? We should have access
Shame
to.
on them, because at the end of the day, there are structures in place to capitalize on our ignorance, on our lack of knowledge. And we're not, I know I'm not, and when I say we're, I mean me and this dude right here doing the show with me.
Present.
We are not for it anymore. We're not for that. I'm over here for the past 2 years. I've been learning about agriculture. I've been learning about livestock. I've been learning about how can I self-sustain myself. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna do it for me. Maybe it's because I'm a man and I have a man's perspective, which is to help provide for my family and produce a family. But still, though, even if you break it out of that paradigm, you're still like, yo, like, even if you're a female, like, you're still like, yo, I need some food, like, I need water, like, I need to know that I'm having that coming in on the daily or on the weekly. You know what I'm saying? So it's not nothing foreign. We're all actually thinking about it. But what we don't think about is, what if the store shut down? What if all the truckers go on strike? What if they automate the trucking service, automate the delivery service, and it shuts down one day? What are you gonna do?
Right.
You don't think about that. A lot of people do not think about these things, and we're here to remind you to keep thinking about that. Keep that on your mind.
Keep self-sustainable. Keep looking at everything as that don't look right. That don't sound right to me. Yes, because it probably fucking doesn't. And a lot of the time, it's literally, oh man, it's just so many things. Like even 2 weeks ago with the formula shit, right? Oh, the formula is running out. So the formula is running out. Does that mean we have a shortage of women? Because women are having the babies, right? So if every woman is taking care of their baby, then they got formula, they got milk, they got the shit that they need, right? But then they were saying, "Oh no, the formula is what we need, and it's chemically made, and we're running out of it." And motherfuckers jumped at that shit. Oh, you're right. We need the formulas. We need it. This is what I'm talking about. If you was talking to your peoples, you talking to your other women, and you was talking to your sisters and your consciousness and your moms and your grandparents and everything, they'd be like, listen, you're retarded. You already have everything your baby needs. Why are you worried about the shit on the shelves? Why are you worried about chemicals that aren't good for our baby anyways? Why are you worried about the shit that they've been feeding to everybody for the last however many years? Like, Johnson & Johnson just got into some bullshit a year ago. About what? Who knows? But that's the company you fucking trust, right? But they're out here fucking up something else over here. But you'll be the first motherfucker to be like, my baby daddy is not paying $100 for child support. And guess what? You're going to rip that motherfucker a new one. But you ain't going to go to the motherfucking companies that are killing your bitch ass all the time to be like, oh shit, maybe we should be talking to these motherfuckers.
Like I said last week, my nigga, these niggas out here will go and big up Sir Isaac Newton or Tesla and all them shits. When in their time they didn't have no baby formulas. People say, oh, baby formula is good for the brain development. But some of the smartest niggas of y'all history was not around when that baby formula shit was around. I'm just saying, we as humans were made in a certain way where we do not or should not or don't require assistance from other humans. We are already blessed with certain stuff on us. We don't have to keep adhering to rules and stuff like that is thrusted upon us. Now I get it. I understand that a lot of us are caught in a cycle or in a chain where it's like, well, this is what my parents told me. This is what my grandparents told me, and it worked. It worked for us. It worked for me. It worked for them. All right, that's cool. But that's how it's designed to be. It's designed to be that way. You still, no matter what, you only could go back so far. But at some point, wherever you stop, the realness begins. Because, check it out. At the end of the day, no matter what you try to say to me, all this bullshit wasn't here.
Thank you.
We existed and thrived and evolved despite not having those things. So, that's just something to take home with you. Take home to your mammy. Tell her. Let her know.
Tell her, please, because she shouldn't be working for you anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole new fucking life.
Talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's fucking crazy.
The crazy part is really the panic when things go
Right.
left. You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
And that's the crazy part. I don't mind niggas using the shit because hey, there might be some benefit out of it that you get out of it. But don't panic when it's not there because guess what? It didn't used to be here in the first place.
Anyways, thank you. For real. Thank you. Because look, right? Listen to this. I'm gonna give y'all a good one. Y'all ain't gonna like this one. Well, watch this. So the meat y'all be eating, right? The meats. Arby's, we have the meats. Name dropping. I don't want to eat the meat, but I want fucking compensation for that. But think about this. So they said that in the meat, you know that fat pieces that you guys got, those little like pieces that keep the meat stuck together or whatever. You'd be like, oh, this is fat. Spit that out. That's actually fucking glue. It's meat glue.
They use that for you ain't lying about that part.
You know what I'm saying? They keep that shit. So it's whatever the fuck it is you eating, keeping the meat together so it looks nice. And they also pump the meat with dye. So it looks fresh and it looks whatever, my nigga. But why are we eating bloody shit in the first place? But that's for another story. But that's happening. The meat, the glue, and we're eating it. And then they was like, watch this. There's a shortage of meat happening. There's just gonna be a shortage. We can't eat that. What the fuck are we eating that shit why are we eating that shit in the first place? It's a shortage of what? Glue and fucking fake dye and fucking shit's gonna kill us anyways? Yes.
And that's just part of the process industry that we have that we allowed to. Well, not me, but our
y'all voted for this shit. Y'all voted for this shit too.
That they allowed to get to this point. Because I truly and strongly believe that a lot of the toxic or detrimental parts of meat and so forth is actually manufactured stuff. Because at the end of the day, we have to give credence or give credit to the fact that these animals that we're eating is being fed bullshit too. So now we eating the animal that's sustained off of bullshit. That's why I personally try to supplement my diet with pasteurized animals until I get my own animals. Cause that's where I'm trying to. Everything I eat, I want to grow it for my own self. To be honest, that's where I'm trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I want to know what I was eating. You know what I'm saying? What I'm eating was eating. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Exactly. I'm just passing on some gems to you guys. And if it don't come from me, it come from a neighbor that I know is on that same tip. I'm not trying to be all just Pepperidge Farms or
right.
Purdue. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be all crazy like them no more. Because again, a lot of these companies, big, huge corporations, what matters to them? The bottom line. So that's all they care about. They don't care about what you fucking go through 10 years after eating their shit. They don't give a fuck. They're probably dead. You know what I'm saying? They are already fucking 80 years old doing this shit to me in the first place.
And they don't even fucking know you in the first place.
Exactly.
In the second place, the third place, the fourth place, the placeholder don't got you in it, my nigga. You ain't there.
Not you. You know what I'm saying? So you should always strive to grow your own food, grow your own harvest. You know what I'm saying? Set it up so you can eat off of what you know.
Eat the organics.
You know what I'm saying? From if it's even, oh, let me stop. If it's even from, you know what I'm saying, your neighbors, eat from people that you know, eat from farms that you know, where you build a rapport with, where you know this person cares about me. I'm not going to be poisoned. I'm not poisoning my family. I'm not poisoning my mom, my dad, and so on and so forth, my dog. You know,
right.
You have to really keep those things in perspective, you know, 24/7, because if once you slip, they getting your ass. Your ass is got. Don't even worry about it. Your ass, don't even look back behind you. Your ass is got. It's done.
You've been done, my nigga. You've been done. And just remember, Disney's Frozen.
Disney's Frozen.
You see?
Don't ever forget that.
And that's crazy how, like, literally, this whole conversation stemmed off of that. Just off of one whatever. One what we thought was what it was, and it's not that. So now, if that one thing in the media, entertainment, isn't what it is, or you have questions about that, maybe you should be questioning everything the fuck else.
Now, yeah, somebody's gonna probably watch this. Somebody's gonna probably come across this later and be like, "Oh, y'all some 3-letter word agency type, you know, plants." But first of all, watch our last episode on plants to know that we are already aware of that shite. And then, secondly, no, we're not that because we're really speaking from the heart, and you know, it's. I understand the skepticism. I understand, like, it's hard to, and that's what I'm trying to tell you. Grow your own shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because you can't even trust us. Grow your own shit.
Thank you.
Go do it, because you don't know what's happening outside of where you at, like what's going on in your reality. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. How about that? They don't want us to trust ourselves. Trust yourself what you're doing.
And I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you to do that. It ain't nothing wrong. I can't go wrong with me saying that, because that's what I'm doing. That's what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? We trust ourselves. We trust each other, because I could see this dude right here. I could see him right here. Right. I could see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I don't gotta fly the motherfucking.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever.
I don't gotta log in nowhere to be like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's real splish what we doing. It's real splish what is going on.
No key cards out here. No mechanical splishing. I mean, maybe to fucking make this shit happen, but no electricals, no autonomous, no AI, no motherfucking surprises. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put the shit in the ground and I watered that bitch.
Exactly.
And it's growing.
You know what I'm saying? I seen that calf get pushed out that freaking cow's booty. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I know what's good. And I'm feeding it. The grass. This grass that I grew. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is grain that I grew. You know what I'm saying? That I'm feeding it.
We ain't spraying.
So I know where it's going from. I know where it's going to, and know where it's coming from. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't put your trust in these companies all extra strong, like how y'all doing.
That's it.
They don't care. They care about that check that's coming in off of y'all. That's it. That's what I'm trying to say. You could take it and leave it. You could take it or leave it. That's on you. But don't be like, oh, name dropping didn't say that. Nah, we did.
We dropped
said
everything.
That.
Monsanto, motherfucking vegetarians, fucking Bill Gates is buying the farmland. You already know that nigga's an electrical nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just watching something talking about, the oil companies from the Katrina shit. Their oil spilled over into their land, and it was like, oh, your land is unredeemable. But then those oil companies were the same company that bought up the land. So
please,
that's what I'm trying to say. Just because it's a corporation, just because it got billions of dollars, don't mean it's truthful, don't mean it's moral, don't mean nothing like that. You probably a way better, way more righteous person than them.
And I just want to say this: fuck whoever. Sorry.
That's
I just want to say that.
That's so wholesome. It's crazy. It's so wholesome that I'm about to get off the line because now y'all understand at least where we come from. I know it's probably a short show. I don't know how much time went by, but I know it's probably a short show. But yo, remember the names that was dropped.
Yo, for real, nigga, you know what I'm saying? 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 But yo, it's quiet, it's crazy, it's loud, it's crazy, it's still loud, and it's gonna always be loud. Just make sure you know what's happening. Make sure you know who you are. Make sure you know what's happening with your garden. Make sure you know what's happening with your shit. You're not a company. You're a human being. And those two things are separate. And if you don't understand that yet, if you ain't ever gonna get that.
Yeah, for real. Go purchase or somehow access a Black's Law book. That'll help you in at least start your journey. Because even that is still a twist. You know what I'm saying? A caught up trap type joint. You have to, but at least you'll be able to fight.
And you'll know the language.
You'll be able to fight.
And you'll know the seeds.
Yep.
And you'll be able to grow your bitch ass where it needs to be.
Mm-hmm.
So
no doubt.
Make sure you know it. You know what I'm saying? And just remember, if you don't remember nothing else, if nothing else sparks your interest to fucking look up anything, just go ahead and Google Disney's Frozen.
Yeah.
And if you don't find what you're looking for, then maybe you need to do a whole motherfucking research on everything the fuck else that comes up, because that's not the only thing that they lying to you about. That's not the only thing that they're gonna trick you about. We already talked about homophones. We talked about homonyms. We talked about it all. And if you don't want to hear it, you don't gotta hear it. This ain't for you. But the people that are listening, the people that are hearing it, they are doing the research. And they are going to be the ones that are going to be ready for this shit. And they are the ones who are watching this bullshit-ass world. This bullshit-ass informational bullshit center for what it really is. Because what they're telling you got double meanings, triple meanings, 4 times the meanings. We already seen it in English language. It's only 2, 2, and 2. And you too. So what up with it? Just pay attention. Shit.
Yeah, we out.
Those.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't have my mic, but yeah, we out.
Those
to the people that's gonna listen to this later. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I don't even know why I came back on. I already said I was gone. Bye.
He been said that. So we out tonight, and we deucing out. We peacing out. We leaving with y'all that information. So make sure you know. And just pay the fuck attention. I guess that's it. Name dropping episode 5. Credentials. LL.
Disney's Frozen. That's what
Oh.
I'm calling it.
Disney's Frozen. With an apostrophe. Don't forget.
Yes, the apostrophe as in conjunction.
Sorry, I like the mic too much, but I'm deucing. Because that means I'm shitting. Just kidding. We